Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. You look at this Raiders defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the try here for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's...
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Raiders are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The Raiders had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw an unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They run it again with Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Back to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Jeudy,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
run right here with Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets them on the doorstep, first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Jacobs. Shifts by him. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drop.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just need a yard here, second and 1. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Gets by him at the 25. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 16. The 146 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Running it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And that's going to be caught by Sutton.
A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Second and 14.
Being chased out left.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Lavonte David.
And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Powers by at the 40. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Jacobs, and shedding through the tackle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They run it with Jacobs. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and a couple. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Flush to his right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll set up a throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll run with Jacobs. Oh, look at the jump. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he takes this one back into the